I'm Joyce Sutphen. Well, I think it's been really good for my poetry. I started out as a Shakespearean, and when I was adjunct or visiting professor, I was teaching Shakespeare and early British surveys and that sort of thing. And I transformed myself into a modern and Irish and women poet person, and so I think having to, first of all, having Shakespeare be very familiar, and I especially worked on the sonnets, and I memorized a lot of sonnets when I was working on my dissertation, so I felt like that got that shape and form down into my bones. And then once I had to get up to speed in Wordsworth and Keats and Yeats and Elizabeth Bishop and Robert Lowell, and I had to teach it. And there's a joke about you don't really know something until you teach it. You haven't really read the book until you've done that. And so I keep doing that, and it feels like that's all good for my poetic muscle. It's very time-consuming, though, especially when you're tenure track and then you start needing to be on committees and need to work in the personnel committee or whatever it is, and it's great work and it's good for the community, but it does take a lot of time. I commute to St. Peter from the southwest metro area, and so it's about 50 minutes in the car each way, almost each day. That's when I've memorized a lot of poems. So I've added to my Shakespeare repertoire, I've added Yeats and Emily Dickinson and, just whatever I love, Theodore Retzky. I just keep adding, and I put the book on my car seat and I kind of look over there, and then I know the road really well and I'm very careful. Yeah, this poem, Guys Like That, isn't in any of my collections, but it was on the Writer's Almanac. I can't remember when. And the really interesting thing is this poem appears in a Principles of Economics big, fat textbook from the University of Illinois. And the professor who edited that book wanted this poem, and he put it in the ethics section. So see what you think. Guys like that drive very nice cars, and from where you sit in your dented late-century version of the most ordinary car in America, they look dark-suited and neat and fast. Guys like that look as if they are thinking about wine and marble floors, but really they are thinking about TiVo and ESPN. Women think that guys like that are different from the guys driving the trucks that bring the cattle to slaughter, but guys like that are planning worse things than the death of a cow. Guys who look like that, so clean and cool, are quietly moving money across the border, cooking books, making deals that leave some people rich and some people poorer than they were before guys like that robbed them at the pump and on their electricity bills. And even now, guys like that are planning how to divide that little farm they just passed, the one you used to call home.